Welcome back, everybody, to Unix Game Talks. I'm Kareem, and joining me, as always, from beautiful, sunny Germany.
What's up, everybody? It's Ali. It is really sunny in Germany, which does not happen very often, but it's just for a few more videos, right? Soon from a new location. Will not say anything yet.
So today we're going to be talking about Crabada. Crabada is an NFT game on the Avalanche network. And I mean, to say the least, it has taken the Avalanche network by storm.
Right. If you see, check out the visuals, right? It reminds me, and I'll be honest, SpongeBob, right?
SpongeBob, definitely.
SpongeBob. And it has a lot of different features. One of them, you can see it right now on the screen. It reminds us, well, on X Infinity, games like X Infinity itself. But it has more to it, right? It has so many different kind of ways that you can play and earn in this game. And I know what I did just now, play and earn, right?
Yeah, we're trying to stay away from play to earn. You're supposed to be playing and earning. The earning should be secondary. Playing should be the primary, right? You're supposed to be playing to have fun. The earning is a bonus.
Exactly. And in this game, I think it will cover a wider range of, users or gamers at the end, because it is not only this one gameplay aspect. You have a lot of different things. We'll come very, very soon to it, right? So it is on the Avalanche ecosystem, right?
Yeah, so it has taken the Avalanche ecosystem by storm. Like it is doing incredibly well. So kudos to you guys over at Avalanche. You're doing an incredible job.
And it's more than the game, right? We talked about it. It's like a mini economy that incentivizes user to gain more token by gamified actions. And there's a lot of these actions, right?
Definitely.
The Crabada token itself is a CRA, right?
Yeah.
And that is the governance token, as far as I remember.
Right. Yeah. And it's sitting pretty at about $1.14 at the moment.
No,
so,
that's actually a surprise. Yeah. What was it?
Well, if we go to the all-time graph here, we can see it started out at 50 cents. It's had its ups and downs like everything in the industry, but it's holding pretty steady over here.
Right. And okay, it has this upward sense. It is green at the end.
Yeah. Green is always a good thing to see. I mean, it is almost completely green, and that's not something that you see every day.
Exactly. So they have I think they figured it out. This is my personal opinion. Yeah. But there's also a second token.
From my understanding as well, the CRA token was like the private sales and seed. I think it was starting down at like 1.8 cents. So, I mean, that's 100x right there.
Holy,
yeah!
Wow,
that's impressive.
But
at least.
But there's also a second token, right? The in-game token itself. It's called TUS.
TUS,
right?
Treasure Under the Sea.
It's the in-game currency, and it's earned via different kind of things like mining, looting, landing Crabada, via the tavern.
But you can only earn TUS in-game by game actions.
Oh, see, thank you.
So that's cool. There isn't just ways to just, like you have to basically earn it through playing. And while, let's go back to the CRA token for just a minute. So this token, governance token, does have a max supply of about 1 billion tokens. While the TUS token, the Treasure Undersea token, which is the in-game token, does not have a maximum amount that we know of, but there are plenty of burning mechanisms.
Yeah, I think there was one that I actually pretty liked. It's part of the loaning system. We'll get back. We'll get into that very, very soon. Regarding the Crabada itself, can you show us the market, right?
Yeah,
the marketplace.
For sure.
I'm really, really curious because the last time I checked, it was around, I don't know, was it 1.5K for the floor Crabada?
Yeah. So the floor price right now, I'm looking at $1,888. So 18. Let's call it 1,900. Let's call it 1,900.
Okay, wait. If that's the floor price, how are we talking about the highest price? Can you please?
Can we get some like dramatic music and like some drum roll for this trend? So you're talking about a $2.6 million crop. $2.6 million crop.
Wow.
Like that seems like a pretty big number to me.
So does it have like, I don't know, Bitcoin parts or?
I'm thinking like if I'm paying $2.6 million for a crab, I should get like an island in West Polynesia or something.
Wow.
Yeah.
I'm really curious why though. So, but yeah, but we will get more into it. Right? We're going to prepare also a video. We're going to really play the game with you guys together as well, because this is how we want to do things around here. We're going to first, showcase, do a small in-depth theory crafting kind of review. And then, of course, depending on the game itself, we're going to do a second video where we play the game with you guys together, so we can go like into the nitty gritty of the things. How many Cravadas do you need to play the game actually?
So from my understanding, you need at least one to start, doing things. But generally speaking, most of the actions take teams of 3 Cravadas.
Okay. So depending on what you want to do, either you need one or even 3.
So you could have one to start getting into like the whole lending, etc., and hiring. But you would need 3 if you wanted to go out and do your own actions, which is generally the more profitable route, I would say, going out and mining. So, you've got the 2 main activities, the idle activities anyway, that we've been looking at. One of them is looting and one of them is mining. Let's go to mining first. So the mining activity, what you do is you send in a team of 3 Crabada, and it'll take generally about 4 hours to complete. You are rewarded with...
I got it here. So you get approximately, in average, it depends on like win or lose, it's like 3.75 Crabada tokens and around 304 TUS, right?
Yeah, right. So the second activity is the looting missions. And what you do in the looting missions is essentially you're sending out a team of 3 Crabada, and this can take between 1 and 2.5 hours. And what you're doing is you're trying to go and steal from another team's mining. So, it's a much riskier endeavor than your normal mining, and the time will depend on whether or not the defending team sends reinforcements, or the attacking team, whether reinforcements are sent, essentially. And the rewards here are you getting 0.3 Crabada and 24.3 TUS for the bounty, and that's win or lose. But now, if you win, if you have a successful looting mission, you're rewarded with 65% of the mining party rewards, which comes out to about 2.43 Crabada or CRA, and 197.4 plus, decimals that I can't remember.
Whoa, hold on.
Yeah. So what's cool here is when you think about it, it doesn't seem like it might be worth it. Like, why would you do looting if it's riskier? But you think about it, like in theory, you could get 4 looting missions done in the time that it would take you to get 1 mining expedition done.
In theory, like best case scenario, yes, or at least minimum is 2, and with that 2, you're still even above the return that is with just 1 mining.
Exactly. So if you do the math and let's say you do 2, you succeed, instead of so you're talking about 130% rewards instead of the standard reward from 1 mining expedition. So it is a riskier endeavor, but it is more profitable. And we're talking about the bare minimum, when you succeed. And I'm assuming that you're going to send reinforcements, so it might take less. Yes. So it's just more efficient use of the time as long as you've got the team for it.
Yeah, and then we also need to know, okay, what kind of your team you send out, right? What kind of Crabada combination and so on. And I think there's also more strategy behind it. And there
definitely is. Well, I'm pretty excited to get into the game so we can start, unearthing all these secrets. So there's also one more earning mechanic, or another one of these earning mechanics in the kind of idle realm, and it comes down to the lending and hiring of Crabada. So in the game, it has a tavern, and this tavern kind of acts like your auction house, or Crabada LinkedIn.
Okay.
Yeah, and through this tavern, you can either borrow or lend out your Crabada, or fee that you like. Let's say I'm the lender, I own the Crabada, I would set a fee, and anybody could come in, pay that fee, and borrow my Crabada. And then on top of the fee that I set, there's also a 10% fee for the tavern, which is paid by the borrower.
So it's also a burning mechanism.
And that's exactly, and it acts as a burning mechanism for the TUS.
Okay. And so if you landed it for me, and I'm sending out missions in the Crabada, I don't know, they take damage, right? Or something happens to them. No, what happens there? Do they return to the tavern?
Yeah. So what's cool is at the end of a mission, so the lending seems to work in the sense that you're renting them out for just a single mission or an expedition. At the end of the expedition, they are returned unharmed back to the tavern.
Oh, that's neat. So
Yeah.
cool. No repairing cost. Thank you.
No repair costs. I broke my claw.
I know that I just saw also a different, also other people, they were playing that game, and you can earn really up to, I don't know, $100 a day,
Yeah.
depending on how many teams you have, right? And all of
Right.
these things.
Right. So, we'll obviously have much better information once we actually get our hands on this and get into it. But from what we can see, that people can earn upwards of $100 a day from idle activities, whether it's mining, renting, lending, looting.
If we check out the socials, it's also to note that Crabada has currently almost 46K followers on Twitter, right? And I know that we checked it out. There's actually really a lot of current users, or Crabada token holders, right?
Yeah.
They have over 17,000 Crabada token holders. It's actually from, I think 3 months ago, it was like around 10K something.
Wow. Yeah. So they blew up. That's one way to put it. So now I'm just going to show you guys how easy it is to get right into the game. You go onto the Crabada website, you hit the play game. It'll take you to this page. You hit connect wallet and make sure that you've got the Avalanche network connected, or any like compatible wallet with the Avalanche network. You sign it, and that's it. You're ready to go.
I like what they did and how they built like the whole ecosystem. It is literally ecosystem. It's just not just a game, right? You can do so many different things, from staking, from whatever, lending. You know, for me, it sounds, this looting, you know, the missions, they sound really, really interesting for me personally, because, you know, it's kind of PvP-ish itself. And I really can't wait for the next video that we're going to do on Crabada, you know, to get right into the nitty gritty, to get into the game, play, you know, flame each other, and do all normal things. And
flame each other. That's the most important thing.
Thanks everybody for joining in. It is a pleasure. All the links to Crabada, to Unix related, is in the description down below. I see you in the next one.
And as always, don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe, and make sure that you hit that bell notification so that you could stay notified whenever we go live or post new content. I'll see you in the next one.
I want to do one more.
All right, Sally, floor is yours.
Time.
Okay. Thanks, everybody.
Have a break. Oh, I'm sorry.
Thanks, everybody. Green.